You check your phone. The light from the screen casts shadows on your face as you open that familiar app. 5 minutes turn into an hour. The dopamine rush hits, then fades, leaving you empty. This pattern repeats night after night. You know something feels off, but you can't quite name it. That something is pornography, and it's rewiring your brain in ways you might not realize. Every day, 40 million Americans visit porn websites. That's more people than visit Netflix, Amazon, or Twitter. The average age of first exposure is now 11 years old. These aren't just numbers. They represent a massive shift in how we understand sexuality and pleasure. Your brain wasn't designed to handle the intensity of modern pornography. When you watch porn, your brain releases a flood of dopamine, the same chemical released during drug use. Dr. Norman Deutsch, author of The Brain That Changes Itself, explains that pornography creates a supernormal stimulus, something more arousing than anything our ancestors encountered throughout human evolution. This dopamine flood creates neural pathways that strengthen each time you return to porn. Your brain adapts by producing less dopamine during everyday activities. Things that once brought joy, conversations, achievements, real-life intimacy, begin to feel flat and uninteresting. Gary Wilson, author of Your Brain on Porn, documented thousands of cases of young men experiencing erectile dysfunction and decreased sexual satisfaction. These weren't older men with health problems, but healthy young adults whose only issue was frequent porn use. The changes extend beyond sexual function. Your focus diminishes. Your motivation wanes. Your connections with real people suffer. You might notice yourself becoming more irritable, anxious, or depressed. These symptoms mirror addiction, because neurologically speaking, that's exactly what's happening. Dr. Gail Dines points out in her book, Pornland, that porn doesn't just change how you see sex, it changes how you see people. The images and scenarios you consume shape your expectations and perceptions, often in harmful ways. Many users recognize these effects but feel trapped in a cycle they can't escape. You promise yourself, just this once, but find yourself returning again and again. Each time, the shame grows stronger, and the isolation deepens. I felt this shame for years. I would delete apps, only to reinstall them days later. I would swear off porn in the morning, then find myself watching it that same night. The cycle seemed unbreakable. Breaking free requires understanding that porn use isn't simply a habit, it's a coping mechanism. People turn to porn to escape stress, boredom, loneliness, or emotional pain. Recognizing your personal triggers is the first step toward freedom. The philosopher Epictetus taught that freedom begins with knowing what is within our control and what isn't. You can't control the existence of pornography or its easy availability. You can control your response to urges and your environment. Creating environmental changes makes a significant difference. Simple steps like keeping your phone out of your bedroom, installing blocking software, or working in public spaces can reduce temptation. These aren't signs of weakness but strategic choices that acknowledge the power of environmental cues. When urges arise, and they will, mindfulness techniques can help you observe these feelings without acting on them. The psychologist Viktor Frankl noted that between stimulus and response lies a space, and in that space lies our freedom. When you feel the urge to watch porn, pause. Notice the feeling. Ask yourself what need you're trying to meet, and consider healthier alternatives. Many people find that physical exercise provides a natural dopamine boost that reduces cravings. Others discover that meditation helps them manage stress without seeking escape. Creative pursuits, social connections, and time in nature all offer alternatives that nourish rather than deplete. The benefits of breaking free from pornography appear gradually but powerfully. After a few weeks, many people report increased energy, improved focus, and better sleep. After a few months, they describe richer relationships, greater self-confidence, and a renewed capacity for joy in everyday experiences. Your brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to form new neural pathways, works in your favor during recovery. Dr. Deutsch explains that as you create new habits, your brain physically reorganizes itself. The pathways created by porn use weaken while healthier pathways strengthen. One man described his recovery as waking up from a fog I didn't know I was in. Another said, I finally feel present in my own life. The journey isn't linear. Setbacks happen. Self-compassion matters more than perfection. Psychologist Kristen Neff reminds us that self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend, supports lasting change more effectively than harsh self-judgment. Building a support system helps. This might mean joining recovery groups, working with a therapist, or confiding in trusted friends. Shame thrives in secrecy, but connection offers healing. The philosopher Martha Nussbaum writes about the concept of human flourishing, living a life of purpose, connection, and meaning. Pornography offers the illusion of connection while actually deepening isolation. True flourishing requires authentic relationships and engagement with life's challenges and beauty. Each day without porn is a step toward reclaiming your attention, your relationships, and your capacity for joy. The initial discomfort of withdrawal gives way to a deeper satisfaction, the satisfaction of living aligned with your values and experiencing life directly, not through a screen. Your brain deserves better than pornography. Your relationships deserve better. You deserve better. The path to freedom starts with a single choice: the choice to see pornography not as a source of pleasure but as an obstacle to the authentic pleasure of a fully lived life. The next time you reach for your phone in that moment of boredom or stress, remember this: on the other side of that urge lies the person you're capable of becoming. That person is waiting for you to choose differently, just once, and then again, until the choice becomes easier. Freedom is possible. Your brain can heal. A richer life awaits.